We're back today. Another huge stub making opportunity. It's called back orders. This is the only video you'll see me posting about back orders, for this roster update because it's a great stub making method, and the more people that do it, the worse it gets. We saw that last time. So this is the only one you're going to get, and you can't do it for a week. So hopefully you don't forget this stub making method and you decide to take part in it. So what is the method? Basically, you're exploiting the fact that people are changing in quick sell when there's a roster update. For example, let's take a guy like George Kirby. Let's find out what George Kirby, let's look at Nick Sandlin. Let's find out what Nick Sandlin is currently selling for. Nick Sandlin, he is 81 overall with a quick sell of 600 stubs. That's great. Guess what? He was not an 81 overall. He was actually a silver. And so his quick sell was 150 stubs or 125 or something like that, right? Everybody knew he was going to get an upgrade. We didn't know if he was going 80 or 81, but he was definitely going to get a change and an increase in his quick sell. People took advantage of this and placed orders at his old quick sell. And then when he gets a boost, everyone sells him off. And, he still has a quick sell of 600, but people sell now. People are selling him now at 219 stubs. And guess what? Guess who has those orders in for Nick Sandlin at 219 stubs? You can look at your screen. Dylan Cease. I have orders for Dylan Cease at 1,820 stubs. He currently is a diamond. So when somebody sells him to me for 1,820, I'm going to quick sell him for 3,500. Look at that. Nick Sandlin. Isn't that funny? Who has the orders in at 219 stubs for Nick Sandlin? I do. If I go to my completed orders, you guys might think to yourself, who is stupid enough to be selling Nick Sandlin for 200 stubs when his quick sell is 600? Well, here's proof. People are doing it, and they're doing it pretty frequently. Nick Sandlin, look at that. I already have 59 of them. 59 of them went through, and the rest will go through soon. I also did this for Brenton Doyle. Here's some more proof. Brenton Doyle is an 81 overall as well, and the orders that I had in for 204 stubs have all gone through. So that's an easy 3x stub profit on Brenton Doyle. I think I had 300 of them, and then I sold them off. I made about 150k stubs each. I also did the same thing on George Kirby. Now there are some tricks to using this method, right? You don't want to. You're gonna get undercut the day of. A lot of other people are gonna be doing back orders too. So you got to try finding guys that people aren't gonna be doing back orders on. There's gonna be a list of names to do back orders on in the Diamond tier membership chat. So in addition to that, you want to pick somebody that's going to have a bad performance. George Kirby. George Kirby was great for back orders. I want to say he was an 82 overall last update at 900 stubs. No, I think he was an 81. I think George Kirby was an 81 overall, and then he got a +2 or something like that. But I thought to myself, George Kirby, he sucks. Yes, he deserves his +1 or +2 or whatever, but I have a feeling he'll come back to reality, and he'll get, rocked. And then people are really going to sell him off. And that's exactly what happened. I had back orders on George Kirby. Not a lot of other people did. Other people thought he could potentially go diamond, but I just thought he sucks. And so that's why the back orders on him went through. Similarly, Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez, look at that. He went diamond, and there's no back orders left because he stinks. He's been terrible in real life. He deserves a downgrade. So his back orders have also went through. Dylan Cease. This is why back orders take a while. I had these orders in for 2 weeks since the last roster update, and look at my orders. They're 1,820 stubs, and they're buried. They're still about, what is that? There's still 600 orders, maybe even more, that have to go through before my back orders at 1,800 stubs start going through. Worst comes to worst, the day of the next roster update, I'll come in here and I'll just cancel them. Like, especially Chris Sale. Chris Sale for 1,400 stubs, that back order is too low. I'm going to have to go in there and manually remove those soon because that's never going to go through. Dylan Cease, I should have put my orders in a little bit higher. If I put my orders in 1,900 stubs, then they probably would have went through by now. So you got to, don't put them in exactly at a player's quick sell or it'll never go through. Put your back orders in at a higher price. And who do you want to choose to be using back orders on? First off, we're going to drop a list in the members chat for Diamond tier. But for those of you that don't have access to that, you want to choose guys that are going to get a boost in overall, but also guys that they're probably not going to have a great start. It's kind of like George Kirby. So find somebody like that. Or the other option is finding somebody. So doing it on a lock is one option, but then it's definitely going to be super competitive. That's why I pulled up Ranger Suarez. He's a lock, but it's going to be super competitive. And then if we keep going and keep scrolling, the 79 overalls are great. Guys like Reynaldo Lopez. I haven't looked at his stats. I barely know anything about him. I have some myself. But look at his price. Just looking at his price, it doesn't seem... people are not convinced that he's going gold. His price is 300 stubs. And that means that there's a lot of room for back orders, actually. If Reynaldo Lopez gets a +1, 2 gold, not a lot of people really have faith in him. So really those surprise players are going to be the guys that are great to be buying. Anybody that's a surprise hold, you're going to be a little bit screwed on. I like putting back orders on guys that are 50-50 for a boost. Anthony Volpe, he's a solid contender for back orders depending on his price. Jack Flaherty's a solid contender to do back orders on. I think he's going gold. Try finding some silvers that are potentially 50-50 gold type players. Yu Darvish is kind of a potential gold. Justin Steele, depending on how his next start goes, which is the day of this video that I'm recording. So really anybody that's a borderline gold. Max Fried, it seems like people are not fully convinced, but he's trending towards gold. So those are the guys you want to do back orders on. I've shown you how it works. I've shown you that it does work in the fact that, my orders have gone through. Now, this is a method that is not for the impatient. I put in 1 million stubs worth of back orders last roster update, and only about 300,000 or 400,000 stubs of those orders have went through. The other 600,000 stubs and orders, I'm going to have to cancel. You saw what happened with Dylan Cease. Not all of the orders are going to go through, and you got to be strategic and smart when doing this method. So if you can't do that, don't do it. But if you understand this method and think that you're up to the task, it's a really, really easy way and funny way to be making stubs. Thank you for selling me Nick Sandlin. Peace out. Thanks for watching.